can't even get it off. I think they welded the front sight on there and they did. Yo, what up, though? Welcome back to SidTV. That sounds so cringe saying that because I was sitting there thinking, like, I need something that can make my life complete. What can I get? What type of rifle can I get? But then I didn't finish the thought because I knew it was automatically an AK. So check me out, right? This is my M90 Zastava. I'm not M90. This is my Zastava M70, chambered in 7.62 by 39. As you can see, as you can see, right, I have made modifications to her, down from the muzzle to the handguard to the stock down to the damn, I'm drawing a blank right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've rehearsed this video like 45 times, but that doesn't even matter. So listen, so I've done major extensive on like personal armory work on this baby. Nobody has helped me with anything. No gunsmith has been involved with me tuning this gun in no type of way. Every modification I have made to this firearm, this rifle, she has run 100% reliably, and I have absolutely no complaints. Zastava, and I know my shirt too small, if I haven't already said that. But look, Zastava, if you could give me a rifle how you gave Hood Neck, if y'all seen Hood Neck rifle, if you can give me a rifle like Hood Neck, SidTV engraved on it, damn. Okay, so look, I gotta lay off on the cussing because I really do. This is what I've been thinking. Yeah, I know I'm new to the YouTube and all this shit, and my content be kind of dry and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it is authentic and it is me. But listen, I really think this. YouTube is restricting my reach on my videos because of like my language, probably like the F word and all the cuss words I be saying. So I just was thinking that, and I gotta tighten up. And I also know that they restrict everything for the simple fact that it's firearm related, and that's the political climate that we in. I have a good vocabulary, but I like cuss words because they add color to life. Sometimes if you ask me, gosh darn it, just won't do it.
I don't stay in the projects anymore. I'm not a project baby anymore. I'm a suburbs kid. I'm a suburban.
Okay, so look, I know we just went over that I need to stop cussing. I've done all the work on here. The ARs are clearly inferior to AKs. We already know that. Let's go over muzzle devices. So this muzzle brake that I have on here right now is a tank brake. I got this from PSA. I think I paid about, I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it. I think it was about $30. It was about $30. So I paid $30 for it. It's from PSA. I will say that before I even say that, even any further into the muzzle brake or this particular tank brake I got from PSA, you need is it a dehumidifier? I think it's a dehumidifier. If you don't have one of those in your gun safe, please get you one. Please get you one, please get you one, please get you one, please get you one. You need it. So I've been seeing rust on my guns, and actually I was seeing some rust on here before I had put that Hoppies 9 on here, and that was a while ago, and I haven't seen any rust on here since. Nevertheless, muzzle brakes. If you're gonna customize your AK, get you a muzzle brake. When I was looking around online for the best muzzle brakes, I was hella confused because I was a AK fanboy, but I didn't know nothing about AKs. When I was watching them, I was watching Lucas from T-Rex Arms, and he was shooting the flattest AK I've ever seen in my entire life. And when I seen that shit, I was just in love. I didn't know that Lucas was shooting a 5.45 by 39 because I didn't even know the AKs even came in different calibers at this time. Now remind you, I did have the AK, but I didn't do any research behind it. I just basically just got it. I was researching online and I saw that he was shooting an AK that was flat. I was like, damn, let me go see what AK he was using. I saw he was using the Arsenal. I found out what muzzle brake he was using, and he was using a Tapco muzzle brake or something like that. That was the reason why the AK was shooting so flat. I'm like, damn, 7.62 by 39 shoot that flat? I didn't know. After doing my research, after going to, I don't even know where it was, I ended up buying it wasn't a Tapco, it couldn't have been because I spent because it's a real Tapco muzzle brake, I think it was like over $100, but it was cheap, it wasn't that much, but I think I got it from somewhere. And after getting it, I realized, like, bro, this bitch is not what Lucas was shooting. This is not the same thing. It kicked like a mule, and on top of that, the recoil has totally changed. So I was lost. Did further research, realized that he was shooting 5.45 by 39, and I had 7.62 by 39. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, and that's what I kind of forgot to say. I need to slow down. This muzzle brake was not the first one on here. It came with the slanted muzzle brake. You know, the original AK like slanted muzzle brake. It came with that one on there. Then I put this one on there. Then I put the Tapco like look-alike on there. And then I think that's it. I think I got another AK muzzle brake, but I don't know where it is. I'm trying to. That shit was hurting my leg. The magazine was fucking stabbing me. I just end it like this, and I just go through pain for y'all, just because for these last few seconds I'm talking about muzzle brakes. I ended up settling on this muzzle brake. I haven't found any other muzzle brakes besides that, and I know you're probably thinking like, well, you're supposed to tell me what muzzle brake it was since you're saying these are the must-haves. Aha! Got your ass. Now that you're here, tell me what muzzle brake will go good on my M70 that is aesthetically. Well, actually, hold on. What muzzle brake would I put on here? And what is the desired suppressor for an AK? Because I know that you can't just put any suppressor on an AK, even if you do have the appropriate muzzle device. Because I think it has to, what's that word? It's eccentric. Barrel and the suppressor have to be eccentric. I think that's the proper term. And if it's not, I'm gonna put it on the screen. But they have to be properly aligned. Damn, excuse me. They have to be properly aligned. If they're not aligned, you can cause a baffle strike or a major malfunction or catastrophic failure. My question is, again, what muzzle brake do you think I can put on here? And what is the dog? Let me slow down. What muzzle brake should I put on here, and what suppressor do y'all recommend if you got any recommendations? That's my question. I haven't done anything to the iron sights. I did tweak the iron sights a little bit, and they are extra crooked. But when Shells was shooting at the range with it, I don't think that he had no problems hitting it. And I didn't even ask him where the sights align. But I did twist it up a little bit. I don't know why I did that. I felt like when I was shooting originally that I wasn't hitting exactly where I wanted to hit. And me personally, I think the AK iron sights are some of the worst. If I could get like some, you know, like some iron sight that's like more beveled, it has like more of a indentation where I can see and align it, that would be better. And then I know you're gonna say, well, that's why you should get an AR, but ARs don't have already, from my knowledge, I ain't seen no AR with sights already. I think I ain't even gonna hurt your feelings like that. Okay, so listen, let's move on. Let's talk handguards. Handguards, right? So, this handguard is, I want to hold this a different way because this bitch is uncomfortable.
Come on, jump. Come on. Almost there, almost there.
This handguard I got from RS Regulate. It was an absolute pain to install. I think pain to install is an understatement. It was an absolute nightmare to install because for real, I thought they sold me a lemon piece that was absolute out of spec. Bro, I was about to go straight upside somebody's lemon piece out of respect. So, you know, if that made sense. I don't condone violence, but nevertheless, got the rail from RS Regulate. Rail swap outs are automatic on the AK. You have to swap your rail out, your handguard out if you ask me. The reason why I say that is because, in my opinion, I just don't like the all wood look. I like the modernized kind of look with a little old splash of old in there, you know what I mean? Like keeping the wood gas cover. Is that the proper term? Gas cover? It's part of the handguard, gas cover, I don't know. I like to switch it up. So I got this rail from RS Regulate. The rail was not cheap. I'm not even gonna cap to you. The rail was like $29, I think. Yeah, $229. This rail was $229. Aside from paying, I feel like, which is an exorbitant amount of money for this piece of, I think it's aluminum or something like that. I couldn't get the handguard on because the handguard wasn't fitting properly, and for me, like in no way. Remind you, before I ever buy a product to put on any of my rifles, whether it's on the stock or whether it's a trigger or whether it's anything that is imperative to the function of the gun, I make sure I do my thorough research on it before I do any type of playing around with it in any type of way. When I did my thorough research, I was watching Clayco 47, and you know, he got a whole fucking stash of AKs. I think that he probably got the best AK collection that I know of, that I've seen. But anyway, so I was watching Clayco, and this is where I got the idea from to put the RS Regulate rail on here. So when I got the rail, it was so difficult to install that I had to go, I did see him in his video say that you know, it'd be difficult. It might be kind of difficult to put the handguard on, but you have to, you know, get it on there and keep trying to go on there. I tried that, and it was literally impossible for me to handguard. And if I put the handguard on, and if I have some pictures, I'm going to include it in there in this video. But the handguard was an absolute pain to go on. So it was so hard to go on that I went and I wrote Clayco on Facebook. I explained what my situation was, and I gave him you know, basically what the rundown was. And then it was hard to go on, and I couldn't get the bitch on at all. I literally could not get it on. So I ended up contacting I think the owner or something like that of RS Regulator. I emailed him and I was telling him like I was having a hard time putting the handguard on, and I need your help basically. And basically I got no fucking I got zero help is what I mean to say. I got zero help. I emailed him, and after I emailed him, he replied like once or twice, gave me like a few instructions. He even sent me like a video or something like that. But when I emailed him back telling him that everything he's telling me to do, that I am doing that and it's not going on here, and I have worked on guns, and let me tell you, I could not put this handguard on for 2 weeks. I was walking around this house infuriated because this handguard wouldn't go on, and I spent $200 and something. He never helped me rectify the situation. I ended up bending the handguard on here somehow, some way, some magical fairy Big Daddy way, because I'm super strong, and I put it on here, and now we good. Let me explain before you go diving off doing what I did, saying, oh well, if I read the instructions it'll be okay and I can do it. No, before you even think about buying a handguard, you have to see what type of AK you have, because not all AKs don't take the same type of handguard. Like this is a Yugo style handguard. Yugo is like for, I don't know, I'm not about to sit up here and make it up. I know a lot about guns. I don't know everything, but I can tell you a lot. But this is a Yugo style handguard, and you need to be sure what type of handguard pattern or style your AK has, because they do come in different dimensions of, I think, as far as like length and the way that they I think connect on underneath. I could connect underneath. I could be wrong. Don't correct me on that. But you have to see what type of handguard you need. And I think this is the best handguard, long story short, that I have seen. And I think it's the most aesthetically pleasing. I think that it just looks absolutely fire on here. It's not too heavy. It was a pain to install. Like I said, to install this boy, I had to obviously take the handguard off underneath, but I also need a heat shield in here. If you buy the Regulate handguard, RS Regulate handguard, it only comes with the amount of stuff that you need, and you have to take your old heat shield out your wood handguard that originally came on your AK, slap it on here. But the problem is that when you put it on here, you have to make sure that everything is already aligned in a fixed in position, because if you don't, the handguard is not going to go on properly. You're going to strip these little screws right here. Damn, my camera cut off. But so look, so you're going to strip these screws right here. So you have to make sure that the heat shield, the handguard heat shield, is on properly. If you don't have the handguard on properly, you cannot get the cleaning rod in, and the handguard will not stay on here firmly at all without this cleaning rod in. And that cleaning rod is a fucking cleaning rod. This cleaning rod is a pain to get in. It is a nightmare and a pain to get out. It's the same. So if you're not up for like some type of, you know, hand challenge, you know what I'm saying, mechanical expertise, using your hands, you know what I'm saying, working on your guns, I would not advise you to change the handguard on your AK. And that's exactly kind of why I made this video. If you're not a man and you're not into using your hands and working on stuff and working on your guns, don't get you no AK. Just get you an AR, get you some slippers, and lay down. So all my grown men, let's move along. Oh, we can go here. We can go sling. Oh, actually, before I even did that, I also waxed the wood on my AK. Ooh, that don't sound right. Do it. Ooh, that don't sound right. But I had waxed this handguard. I had put some Renaissance wax on there, and it looked the same to me. It don't even look like nothing even changed literally at all. It looks the same to me. It's supposed to protect it from like stains and all that, water resistant and all that type of stuff. But my handguard, I just installed some, these are some, what are these? These are, what's that company's name? Magpul. These are some Magpul like handguard M-lock handguard rail covers, and I just slapped them on there, and I will say this, that they do not fit perfectly because of the way that the dimensions and the cuts and the lines on this handguard, but I still managed to absolutely slam and beat the shit out of mines on there, and they is not, excuse me, are not coming off, so I'm not concerned about that. Another thing that I did add that's not coming off on here, I added a sling, but my sling is like permanently affixed through the handguard opening this right here, and it is not coming off. Like, the only way to get it off is to really cut it off, but I can just constantly put different slings on here if I want, but this is absolutely secure, and the other end is secured to the end of my rifle. Gas tube cover. This is not the original wood. The original wood that I had on here was I feel it was like a dark, this is dark walnut. This is dark walnut. I don't remember what my original was on here. I think it was I don't remember. I don't remember. But I know this is the coldest Zastava wood that I've seen far as gas tube cover, far as the wood goes. And I thought this shit was cheap. And I got it on clearance. I think this was on like $10 on Zastava website when I snagged it. And I love this, and I'm never ever gonna change this out. Iron sights. You can flip these iron sights. Obviously, iron sights are adjustable. Obviously, so we're not gonna really go over the iron sights because we're really talking about accessories. Let's talk magazines, right? This magazine right here, this is the 20 round magazine. Come on, work for Big Daddy. Work for Papa. Oh, kiss for Daddy. This is a 20 round magazine. These magazines are 20 rounds. I got these from Gun Mag Warehouse. Quality is great, finish is great. Okay, so the reason why I got this magazine in the first place was because number one, when you go to get your ammo from wherever you get your ammo from, me personally, I go get my ammo from Dunham's, and AK rounds only come 20 rounds a box, so I said, fuck it, why keep putting 20 rounds in a 30 round mag? Why not just get a 20 round steel mag? Plus, steel mags is absolutely the best, by the way. But so why keep getting a 20 round, putting 20 rounds in a 30 round mag? Just buy a 20 round mag. Oopsies. Am I in focus? Okay, there we go. My camera died. Okay, so look. So I was saying, these 20 round magazines are more convenient for like range purposes, so that's the reason why I suggest you to get you some 20 round magazines. They're inexpensive. I think I paid like $8 for these magazines online at Gun Mag Warehouse, I think. And I have several AK mags. Here are several. Here, this one is you already seen the 20 rounder. So one recommendation get you is a 10 round magazine. This is a KCI 10 round magazine as well. Heavy, reliable, sturdy. The fit and finish on this magazine, man, I'm telling you, is like, it's superior, bro. I'm telling you, like, KCI magazines, I was doubting them at first because when I first heard about KCI, it was talking about pistol magazines and they was talking trash about them, but I have a KCI 31 round magazine for my Glock 17 and it worked absolutely wonders. But this is a 10 round magazine. Absolutely get you one of these. And my last couple, because I can't show them all because the bitch is just too heavy. I ain't gonna lie, they too heavy. I got a 545 by 39 magazine. AK magazine. This is a Belgian made magazine. Yeah, this magazine was made in Belgium. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see it, but these magazines are, this magazine is made in Belgium. This is a 545 by 39 magazine. I got this magazine because I was trying to get I think during that time I was gonna get a Riley Defense 545 by 39 because Arsenal was just absolutely bonkers in price and I couldn't afford that, so I was thinking of getting that, and that's the reason why I got this magazine. I have like two of these. I got it in this color, which is like a brown color, and I have like a green camo color. Quality, obviously I've never shot this magazine because I don't have a 545 by 39 AK. This is a 40 round magazine. I don't even know who this is even by, but I advise you to get you the high quality magazines. I prefer you to get steel magazines. Steel magazines are heavier. They will make the rifle heavier, but they are more durable than polymer magazines. From my knowledge, they're more durable from my knowledge, over polymer magazines. If anybody can refute that in the comments, I would absolutely appreciate you to refute that. But also keep this in mind though. This is a magazine in my left hand that I got from a pawn shop. This magazine in my left hand also is a KCI mag. KCI mags also are made in Korea. If that is a problem for you, then you got a problem. This is a US palm mag here. I did paint this mag, so it is brown. Originally it came in FDE. It's a US palm, and I got this magazine for cheap too. I think I got this magazine off of Classic Firearms for like $10, I think. And I got a Bakelite orange mag around here that I don't have. Consider this when you buy AK mags. When you're buying AK mags, the tightness or the fitment of the magazines will be different. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. This is a standard AK mag. This firearm is unloaded. This is the standard AK mag. It goes in easy, no problem. US palm mag, even though it's unloaded, it's tighter. It's a tighter fit to pull it in, and I did not dramatize that, by the way. I'm gonna show you. And it's harder to take out too. So, well, it's not as smooth on the takeout as a steel magazine. I'm gonna show you again. I got the lip, it's caught. I got the bottom metal lip engaged. I'm gonna pull it down. Usually on the steel magazine that would lock. Here, I literally had to pull it like that. I'm gonna do it one more time. Lip engaged. It's past the lever, and at this point it should be locking, but it's not. I'm gonna pull down, and now it's locked. So consider that when you buy US palm mags, that all US palm mags, that they fit different than steel magazines. Like this polymer magazine, it goes in just fine. This 40 round magazine. Here's a steel magazine again. Goes in just fine. When it engages the lip, like I'm gonna pull it to where it was in the last one to show you how it automatically locks at that point. I'm gonna show you. So as you see on this magazine, at that point it's already locked. Once it engages the lip right there, it's locked. On the US palm, again, once it gets to that point, it doesn't automatically lock. You have to force it in there, and this is a magazine that's empty. So keep that in mind when you're shopping around for your magazines, like specifically with US palm, to be specific, not talking crap about US palm, but I'm just saying that the fitment on the magazines inside the rifle is different. Let's talk about optics mounts. Yeah, let's talk about optics mounts. So I have an optics mount on here as well. This optics mount is from US Regulate. It was super duperly overly expensive, just like, if you ask me, everything related to RS Regulate, but I feel like their products are hella durable, and they're worth the price of admission, other than being extremely difficult to assemble depending on what you're talking about. So this mount here, it comes separately from this mount here. This mount here I think was about $130 something. This mount, the top mount that attaches, is attached to, let me slow down. This mount here was about $130. It did not come with this top mount right here. This mount I had to pay for separately. This one right here, the top one, I think I paid probably like $90 for this. And I could not get them from the same place because RS Regulate was sold out on the top mount. They sell a few different type of mounts. They have a mount where you can just basically, like, this is a single one where you can just attach one individual like optic or something like that, and then they have ones that have a longer Picatinny at the top, and the Picatinny goes further down, but those are more expensive, and I wasn't interested in that because I was trying to save on weight, because again, the AK does have some weight to it. Remember though, when you're getting your optics mounts, don't just go buy any optics mount. Again, and if I hadn't already said this, I would just advise you to heavily do your research into what type of AK platform, well, what type of AK you have, the company, and what their rail system, how it's set up, because every rail system isn't the same. The stylus is different. I'm not sure of what exactly it's called, but I would just heavily advise you to do your own research when it comes to like the rail system, because if you go in and you want to put a red dot on your AK and you just go and buy any optics mount for just any AK, it's probably not going to work. If you have a Zastava. If you have a Zastava, you have to go and source these parts out. You got to go buy them online. You probably not gonna be able to you know what I'm saying, be able to just go get it in the store, because they don't sell them. Not in my state, not in the stores near me. I have a primary arms, I forget what primary arms optic this is. This optic is an absolute tank attached with the optics mount. I think they are like absolutely like made for each other, and I feel like it looks so sleek on there. It look just so sleek, it looks so perfect, it just looks absolutely, oh damn, I got the stock all the way extended, but I love AKs and I love this gun. Aside from the optic mounting, I'm not going to talk about triggers. Triggers is not one thing that I'm not going to discuss. I'm not going to discuss triggers for the simple fact that I have not changed out a trigger in an AK. I have in a rifle, an AR-15, but I haven't in an AK. The reason why is because not all triggers, as far as the diameter or the dimensions of the triggers, are compatible with all AKs, because again, not all AK parts are interchangeable. If I didn't say that before, they're not all interchangeable. So I'm not going to talk about triggers because I haven't done a trigger job on this gun yet. I do intend to put an ALG trigger in there, but so that is a recommendation that I would probably extend to you, that I would advise you, if you're going to change your trigger, get you an ALG trigger. I think Palmetto sell them for like, you can get them, they get kind of expensive though, but I think Palmetto sell them for like 120. I think even softer cheap is like 80, or no, maybe that was a 2-stage trigger that I got in my AR. When I got on my AR was on sale, it was probably like $80, but I haven't changed out the trigger, so we're not gonna talk about triggers. Pistol grips. Grips. I have a few grips for this gun. This one in particular is a Magpul rubberized grip. I have about one, I'm gonna show you one right now, that's two. I got like 2 more grips that I bought. One being a US Palm grip, which is like the flare it out one, is like kind of like flare it out. It's polymer, and I have another one, which, well, obviously another one which came on here, which was the wood grip. I took that one off. That one was okay. This is another one that I have. This is a Hogue pistol grip. It feels like extremely good in the hand. It has like, you can wrap your fingers like, well, you can really only get 3 fingers around there, because it's gonna be a finger that you your pistol, you know, you're shooting with. But it has very good texture. I think my only problem with it is that the pistol grip being too fat, I can't grip it properly. Not grip it properly, but it just doesn't fit right in my hand as much as this one does. Like this one, even though it's thinner in diameter versus this one feels way better in my hand. So pistol grips are absolutely like a must, because they're super interchangeable, and if you want to just change it out, they're so easy. All you got to do is obviously stick you know, probably a flathead in there, and twist out that long screw, take the grip off, slap your new one on. And that's another reason why I like changing out the grips on AKs over ARs, because you don't have to worry about losing your spring and your detent for your safety. I know, looking at this optics mount, I'm gonna take it off, so I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. The one in my left hand is an optics mount from RX Regulate. The one in my right hand is an optics mount. Oh, I got it upside down. Is an optics mount from Zastava. These optics mount are 2 totally different weight sizes, and I mean that, and I'm not joking around. Granted, the one in my left hand has a red dot attached to it. It's a mount, it has screws, and it has another lower mount. This one in my right hand is still heavier than this one. Not at the current moment, but when you put this mount on there, the amount of weight plus a red dot on top of this, or a magnifier, what you would put on top of here, is absolutely stupid. And I don't care how small the red dot is, I don't care how small the magnifier is, and I don't even care if you just have just the red dot on it by itself. It is extremely heavy. So when you're choosing your optics mount, make sure you go on something where you conserving on the weight factor, because we already know that AKs are already heavy as it is. So you have to conserve on your weight by make sure you're choosing an optics mount that is not extremely heavy. And generally on their websites, they do have the product dimensions and all the specifications about the specifications about how much the product weighs and all that type of stuff. So remember that. That's something I didn't want to leave out. And I don't know how long this video gonna be either. It's supposed to be short, but I guess it's gonna be long. Oh, did we got it out? Okay, we can see. Let's talk recoil springs. Originally, obviously I had the factory recoil spring in here that came from Zastava. It was great. It was great. But one day I was in the gun store, and a guy was talking to me about like, hey, you like AKs, no one such and such, blah blah, because I was there talking to him about AKs, and he was like, try out this ALG recoil spring. And I'm like, what you mean? He was like, $12, $15 to change your life. And I'm like, all right, you know, I'm a little gun horse, so let me see what you're talking about. I bought the ALG recoil spring. I put it on. Absolutely phenomenal. It eats up so much recoil. Like, the AK don't even shoot the same. I will say that changing your recoil spring in your AK along with the proper muzzle brake will give you a reduction in recoil, but starting with the recoil spring, I think that's a start. But here's what I will say. Remember how I said earlier, you have to be a man to work on an AK. You have to be a man to put this recoil spring on. This is one of the hardest jobs, the tightest springs I've ever, everything is also, it's one of the tightest, it's one of the tightest springs that I've ever seen on just period, like in my whole life. Like, it's one of the tightest springs, and it was an absolute nightmare to put on, and I had to have like 6 hands to put it on, but I finally put it on. It made all the reduction in the world, and I'm glad that it's one of the best investments I've made. So yeah, if you want to have a little bit of reduction in recoil from your AK, I advise you to go get you an ALG recoil spring. They are cheap. It's probably about, you probably find them online probably for like $10, but in the store they was taxing, and I paid like 15 for mine. So I'll put an empty mag in here, so y'all literally are not tripping. I don't even think I have no empty mags. If this polymer mag goes in smooth, it's a mag pull polymer mag. I'm gonna leave the dust cover off because AKs are better. We're gonna leave her like this. Oh my lord, she just came out of hell. Oh yeah, she ready to breathe some fire. But stocks, all that good stuff. Slings, you know, you obviously need a sling, and mounting a sling on the AK is not that hard, unless, well, obviously if you change out the wood stock to what I did, which I'm about to tell you about, then it's not that hard. So let's talk stocks, right? Obviously I had the original wood stock on here. I had to buy an AR stock adapter from Zastava that cost me about $50. Really easy to install. All you have to do is mount it, you know, press it firm, you know, have it attached firmly to the back of the rear trunnion, and then like kind of like screw, I think, a bolt through the inside of from the inside of the receiver, and then it's attached, and then you just screw your buffer tube in there with your ring, tighten it down, and you good. Here's what I will say before you think about making it go like more AR retro style. 2 things. If you have a shorter neck like me, you're gonna need a cheek riser, because this mount, and that's another thing I didn't mention, this mount, this RS Regulate mount sits lower than the Zastava mount. So with this being the lowest mount that I could possibly find, because I don't have the dust cover on here now, but if I probably go back and you probably go back and rewatch or pause, you will see how closely fitting the dust cover is to the top of this, to the bottom of this optic, to this mount. So basically what I'm saying is this is the lowest that this optic can possibly sit on here. So with a cheek riser, like, it lines up absolutely, yeah, it lines up perfectly with the cheek riser. But if you take the cheek riser off, or you don't have a cheek riser on there, or you don't have a cheek riser on here and you have a smaller neck, you're not going to be able to see the optic clearly. You're going to have to more do like a chin, you know, like a chin hole, when, you know what I'm saying, and that's not even, you don't have proper contact that way, so you really don't want to do that. And cheek risers do come in like different heights. When I got this one, I think I got like one of the lowest, or like the mid one that you could probably get. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember. I got it off Primary Arms. Shout out Primary Arms. You can feel free to send me optics or anything you want. Yeah, this is an excellent change to the AK. You do obviously have to buy an individual buffer tube to put on here. I got this from Primary Arms as well. That was cheap. It was inexpensive. And this stock is just a regular mag floor stock. Exactly which one, I don't know. I don't think that I have any more AK news for you other than that. Oh, I do. I'm gonna show you this so I'm not lazy. Also, that's another thing. This mount, it doesn't go as far back as the RS Regulate mount, and I do have it unlocked. It only goes back so far. So, but yeah, this mount, it doesn't go all the way back like the RS Regulate mount goes. And you see the RS Regulate mount, it covers up all of this space right here. it's no space left in it. Plus, aesthetically, it looks fucking beautiful. I just love this gun. And I just think that AKs are just better. I just think that this is better. I think that this is just one of the most beautiful guns, man, I ever seen. Like, the AK is just, like, superb. It is, man. Like, this is dope. And yeah, man, I think AKs is just a better platform. If we being for real. But that's really all I got for you. Actually, I fixed up my Glock. Check her out. If you ain't already seen her, what you think? She thinks she fired? Yeah, but this is not my home defense though. This is not my home defense because this does not have a safety on it, so don't even trip. And this is just really on her just for aesthetic purposes. This is supposed to be my home defense, but I cannot get the front sight off. Can you see that? Can anybody help me get the front sight off? But see, then again, nobody helps me with my guns. I help me. But look though, the front sight is done, bro. I can't even get it off. I think they welded the front sight on there and they didn't even tell me. That's what I'm really thinking. I think they welded it on there. But this is supposed to be my home defense right here, my P320, but and I got the gas pedal on there too. Yeah, I had installed an optics mount on here from Apex Tactical to, you know, I got the suppressor height and it came with the suppressor height I was trying to change out, but I cannot get the front sight off, but the suppressor height sight on there, and I was gonna get a threaded barrel to put this suppressor on there, which is a rugged Obsidian 9. Y'all want a suppressor review? Y'all like suppressors? I mean, I don't know if y'all into that type of stuff because y'all don't be commenting on my videos, so I don't really be knowing. Yeah, this is supposed to be my home defense pistol, my little P320. I haven't had no problems on my P320. I think that she's absolutely fire. And then I gotta finish decking out baby girl. It's the strike ball video coming soon about her too. It's my home defense. You know, you always gotta have you a tourniquet on your gun at all times, especially on your home defense. If you don't have one on your home defense, you best get you one. But yeah, I'm gonna have a video coming out about this one. Don't know exactly when. I'm probably gonna drop a Glock video before. It's probably gonna be my next video, more than likely. Glock video probably gonna be the next video because I guess people in the gun world, I don't know if it's only YNs or what, but they only like Glocks and AKs, so I don't know. But yeah, man, AKs are better, clear as day. There's no questions to be asked about that. And if you don't have you an AK. And one more thing I forgot to mention, safety levers, right? So Krebs has a good safety lever. I haven't invested in a safety lever yet due to the fact that I think that some safety levers are not compatible with some triggers. And I like the firmness and the stiffness of this one. Now it doesn't have that double edge. It doesn't have a double edge like the Krebs has right here, but I haven't really looked into safety levers too much. But if you know anything about safety levers other than the Krebs, or just if you want to, you know, if you highly do recommend the Krebs and the Krebs only, let me know in the comments. Later.